Assalamu alaikum, Misab.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullah.
Misab, you have been blessed with witnessing many jalsas here in the UK. How would you compare this year's jalsa with your earliest memory of the jalsa that you experienced here in the UK?
Our first Jalsa Islamabad, the total attendance was 4,500 people. Now, just our volunteers are 4,500. So that actually shows you the extent by which we have moved forward in leaps and bounds in a very short period of time. Last Jalsa that we held at Islamabad was approximately 15,000 people. And now, by the grace of Allah, since we've come to this site, it has more than doubled. The 2008 Jalsa had 40,000 people. And the size of the marquees continues to grow. During that time, we were only able to accommodate a small number of people on the side. But now, by the grace of Allah, we can accommodate thousands of people on this side. And this year, with Hazur's personal interest and guidance and supervision, we have installed a roti plant on this side, and new kitchens have been installed on this. So this is, for this Jalsa, this is a very important development. You know, when the original Jalsas were taking place, there were small affairs. There were a handful of Khudam, Lajna and Ansar who were actively working to make it happen. By the grace of Allah, that has grown substantially over the years. The marquees themselves are actually, they're so huge that they can only be done professionally. See, one of the restrictions that we have on this site is that in this country there is a rule that you can, if you want to set up temporary structures as this, you have to actually do them within a 28 days rule. So from the day you start to the day you finish and unwind, you only have 28 days and you cannot go beyond that. Therefore, the amount of marquees, there are several companies who are employed, and some of these marquees actually cannot be found in this country. They actually come from Europe, and these particular marquees come from Holland. So, it is a huge affair. You can see it's a tent city. If you look at an aerial shot of this, it's a huge area. We have 200 acres here, and we are using almost every bit of the 200 acres. And also in recent times, this is proving to be now tight for us, because we've had to actually now transfer our car parking to Country Market down the road. We are getting people, in fact, to come on the trains. One, because it's the traditions of the Jalsa that people used to come by trains, but two, it's a more efficient way of traveling. So that means that a lot of people come here who do not bring their cars. And if you can imagine 5,000 people traveling by train, that means there are a lot of cars that do not come here. Well, firstly, as far as our own children are concerned, this is the biggest training ground for our children. You've seen, as I mentioned, we have 4,000 young people, boys and girls, actually working in this Jalsa. And all of them are excited. They want to be part of it. Any menial job they're given, they're very happy to do it. You will see, people cleaning toilets, people doing roti plant, people serving food, people doing all kinds of jobs. Nothing is underneath anyone. And this type of training cannot be found anywhere in this world. Where they understand that they have to do atat and whatever. But the important thing is they do it with a smile. They do it happily. And they imbue that happiness in their guests. They treat their guests with love and affection. And they never show any strain, no matter, some of them haven't slept, sometimes 2 or 3 days, but they never show any strain. And this is a very important part of their training. And then, because they come here, they listen to the addresses of hadeeqa-tul-mahdi. That in itself, just one address, you can learn so much. And listening to the addresses of hadeeqa-tul-mahdi, they're constantly being reminded of their responsibilities. Then like I said, a lot of people come from outside the community. So when they come here, they find peace, they find tranquility, they find happiness, they find people from different parts of the world coming together, talking about love of other people, how to help other people, how to develop your relationship with God Almighty. And these are the very basic things. When they look at that, it opens up a new awareness in their hearts about what is true Islam. They listen to the addresses of the Caliph of the Sea and they take wisdom from that. So our prayers are that hopefully may Allah enable the people of this world to listen to the wisdom of our beloved Huzur, and that may they be able to bring justice and peace in this world through that wisdom.